what we're doing today. We're going to Jeffrey's office/warehouse.
This is crazy! What the fuck?
And we're gonna have our first official meeting of the palette. This is like real.
Hi, I'm Magical, and in this video I am going to be analyzing the very old, I'm sorry I'm so behind, Shane Dawson episode of his series with Jeffree Star. And this episode is called The Secrets of the Beauty World. So basically what happens in this episode is Shane has his first meeting with Jeffree Star to create their palette, which looks like it's gonna be really good so far. And yeah, that's what basically happens at the beginning of the episode and for most of the episode. And then of course we get into some tea in this episode.
I don't even know what to expect because I've never been in like a serious business situation with Jeffree, so I don't know. This is like legit. There's probably gonna be other people there talking about making a product, what it takes, how we're gonna do it.
But it's a whole process from the box to the barcode to the the pan size. It's a whole thing.
I personally just don't think that you should really get into business with your friends. I mean, it works for some people. Some people are really successful at businesses with their friends, but I personally just would never really want to do a business with someone who's my friend. Instead, I would rather start a business and then, if I happen to become friends with the people that I'm working with in my business, that's great. But I mean, luckily with Shane and Jeffree, I feel like them doing a business together works. I just really don't think that it works for everyone.
How the breakdown works of the percentages, I don't think that's something he's probably ever talked about on camera. I'm curious,
So, at the beginning of this episode, we find out that Jeffree has never talked on camera about exactly how much money that he makes per palette. So this is a big deal because we are going to find out roughly exactly how much money Jeffree Star makes per year, basically, if you do the math for each of his palettes.
So he's nervous too because he's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I guess he never has done any of that on camera before.
He's never really talked about how much money he's gonna make from a palette.
Yeah.
Like overall, he's like $100 million a year, but per palette, what's that?
However, obviously, Jeffree Star makes a lot more money than just from his palettes only because Jeffree Star does meet and greets and brand deals and speaking engagements every year, probably. So Jeffree Star probably makes a lot more money from all of those events each year as well as the money he makes from his palettes.
Oh, he just sent me a voice memo.
So I'm moving my Lamborghini in front of Star Studios and I'm going to turn on all the pinball now. See you in a minute.
Wait, okay.
I just think it's so funny how Jeffree Star has all of these pinball machines. But anyway, so Shane and Andrew are just going to Jeffree Star's Star Studios makeup studio to do this first meeting and create this palette.
This isn't where we were last time.
No, so that building, of course, is thriving, and we'll see her in a little bit because we're gonna have an amazing meeting. But I wanted to show you what I've been doing since we filmed our series. Andrew, if you see that building right there, that big one that has the door open,
Oh yeah.
just bought that.
Shut the fuck up.
That's 40,000 extra square feet.
So Jeffree Star, as you can just see, told Shane that since the last Jeffree Star series, Jeffree bought 2 new studios at Star Studios.
This is like, sorry,
It's a lot.
This is like Universal Studios. That's like a soundstage.
I haven't slowed down. So if you look here, there's no logos or signage because this is my secret studio.
Oh.
So I'd like to show you guys Star Studios. It's under construction, but it's where we've been shooting campaigns, and I have my own creative space.
Wait, so this is new too?
Yeah.
You got 2 new buildings?
Yes, bitches. I'm not slowing down.
The only thing I've done since the series is get 20 more pounds.
Oh my god. So as you can see, then Jeffree and Shane go inside of Jeffree Star's super secret studio to have their very first meeting together, with the purpose of the meeting being to start creating Shane's new palette.
And then here is our amazing studio. Come in, come in. Wait. Come in, come in.
Oh my god. Wait,
Whoa, whoa! Yeah, so we just started building it out. We just finished our setup. This is mine. This is the Jeffrey Station.
God.
So cute and so pink. No, seriously, it's actually a really cute studio and I wish it was mine. Anyway, so the next thing that happens is Jeffrey and Shane go to Jeffrey's merch warehouse.
So you've been to this building before. We have some of your familiar faces that you know in here, like Miss James Charles.
Yeah, so that's new, right? Since the
Yeah.
last series, James signed with you guys.
Yeah, we're officially with Sisters Apparel. They are a client of ours now.
Ooh, the tea! We finally start getting into the tea. And oh, the foreshadowing, the irony. Is that dramatic irony? I don't know, I can't remember which irony it is. The irony where it's like we know something that the people in the movie or video don't know. It's like that kind of irony. Awkward. Because, you know, obviously Jeffrey was still friends with James Charles and still doing James Charles's merch. And it's just really ironic that they had no idea the storm that was going to come upon them. Anyway, so the next thing that happens is Shane asks Jeffrey if his makeup line has gotten bigger since Shane's last series on Jeffree Star. And Jeffrey says 100%.
Like when I say you changed my life, I was not fibbing 1 second.
So, the last series on Jeffree Star basically skyrocketed Jeffree Star's makeup sales. I mean, the last series on Jeffree Star probably skyrocketed all of Jeffree Star's sales, including not only just his makeup, but his merch and any other product that Jeffree Star makes. And I just had an epiphany that every single time that Shane Dawson does a series on someone, it skyrockets their brand, and it skyrockets their business sales, and it skyrockets their business, and it's just great for business. And I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking like, duh, magically we already know that. And I'm like, yeah, like I know, we already know that Shane's series always skyrockets people's businesses, especially on YouTube, but it just has to be emphasized and said again because it really needs to be emphasized. But that makes me wonder if there has always been this ulterior motive with all of Shane's series of helping these creators not only make a comeback, but make a comeback and sell a lot of products. Or just sell their brand or revive their brand, which ultimately always leads to sales for YouTubers of either merch or a multitude of products. I think there really is always this ulterior motive behind every single Shane Dawson series of, well, this series is just going to be great for business. And I really do not think that Shane Dawson goes into any of Shane's series with that intention of helping these YouTubers skyrocket their brand and sell their products. Instead, I think that Shane's only real motive with all of Shane's series is only to get to the truth of who these YouTubers really are and of why these YouTubers do the things that they do, and to answer the question of, is there anything redeemable about these YouTubers that Shane features in all of his series? However, by finding these redeemable qualities in these YouTubers, Shane will always, without meaning to, end up helping these YouTubers' careers and improving their abilities to sell products on us, the consumers. That is not a bad thing, but I think that it is important to realize that Shane Dawson has an extraordinarily powerful influence on YouTube and on the YouTubers that Shane Dawson chooses to do a series on. And this is exactly why everyone would love to have Shane Dawson talk to them. Because Shane tends to have this effect on their brand and on business sales. This is exactly why Shane Dawson is the most influential YouTuber on YouTube. And Shane probably always will be until he retires. Shane Dawson is even more influential than the king of YouTube himself, PewDiePie. And that is why I would say that Shane Dawson is the second king of YouTube behind PewDiePie because of Shane's incredible influence and because everyone loves Shane Dawson so much. We really do. I mean, we love Shane. And Shane is one of the OG YouTubers. And many people, including myself, have been watching Shane since 2006. I guess I've probably been watching Shane since around 2006 or maybe 2007. I'm not totally sure, but I was definitely watching Shane Dawson around the time when he first started YouTube, I think, and, you know, around the time when YouTube was first created.
How much did you
So next, as I already touched on earlier in this video, Jeffrey says that James Charles is a client of his with his sister's apparel. So Jeffrey was still selling James Charles's merch at this point. Anyway, as you just saw in that clip, while Shane and Jeffrey are in Jeffree Star's merch warehouse, Jeffrey says that James Charles is selling a lot of merch because this was back in February of this year, back before James Charles's huge scandal. And Jeffrey says with a huge smile on his face that James Charles is like my little brother. And all that I could think when Jeffrey said that was Roblox and oof, you know, just oof, 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 oof. You know that song? You know what I'm talking about?
So he's sold already?
Yeah. So we're just shipping hoodies and clothes all day. He's doing so amazing, so proud of him. He's really killing it. He's like my little brother.
Y'all.
Then, right before the first makeup meeting, Shane has a freak out.
My anxiety just went through the warehouse. I'm nervous because I'm already afraid I'm not going to sell anything. Because I'm already afraid people are going to be like, wow, whatever. I don't know. I don't sell that much merch. People watch our videos, but I don't never make money selling things. So the fact that the expectation is so high for him and the company, where they're like, oh, we're going to sell so much, we need another fucking facility. Oh, we need another warehouse.
I'm really worried about Shane. I see why Shane doesn't create that many products. Shane suffers from a lot of mental illness. Legit mental illness. Shane has severe anxiety it looks like. And I know Shane talks about his depression a lot.
I literally could start barfing right now.
I see. Yeah, I was wondering what specifically you're anxious about. That makes sense. Yeah.
I always think I'm gonna fail. I think everything's gonna fail. You know, before we upload a video, I'm like,
Yeah.
this one, nobody's gonna watch it. It's gonna be okay though. We'll figure it out. Like, nobody cares about Chuck E. Cheese.
They're gonna watch it, they're gonna like the thumbnail. Whoever that change the thumbnail, it's too late for them.
And then I'm always shocked when it does well. I'm always crying and freaking out. The palette thing though is so different. I have never sold thousands of anything.
So as you can see, Shane said that he thinks that everything that he does will fail, and that is so sad. Because, I mean, Shane is such a brilliant YouTuber. I mean, he's literally a genius YouTuber, and if he doubts himself, then what hope do any of us have of being confident, you know? It was also honestly really fascinating to get a behind-the-scenes look into what Shane looks like while he's editing. And it is mental torture for him. I thought I was the only one who gets severe anxiety while editing, and that's why I don't edit too much. Because if I have too many decisions to make on what to cut and what to leave out while I'm editing, then I have a freak out that's pretty similar to Shane. So Shane is similar to me in the sense that we both freak out about what decisions to make while editing and, you know, what people's reactions will be to things and everything like that with editing. But I'm definitely going to push myself to keep editing more and more for you guys because I really want to increase the quality of my videos, and I think I need to make more of an effort with regards to my editing. Anyway, the point of all of this, of what I'm saying, is that Shane is such a perfectionist with his editing, and I can be too at times, like in a detrimental way where I freak out about what to decide on what to leave in and cut out of my videos when I'm editing. So Shane and I are kind of like anxiety twins with regards to editing. Then we finally get into the first actual makeup meeting.
Can't believe you're here.
What is this?
My new palette, which is in the shade of Coffin. I maybe haven't seen it in person.
That is
Yeah.
fucking next level.
Oh my god.
Isn't this nice? Feel that? I want you to feel the quality of everything. Because now you're going to start to appreciate shitty paper versus...
Jeffrey says that he has perfected eyeshadow. And Jeffrey talks about the importance of really putting your all into everything about your products, including even just the packaging, because people do notice that stuff and people do really want nice packaging and people really do care about nice packaging. People really do care a lot about nice packaging. And obviously people care about everything about the product, including the packaging as well. And when everything about your product, including the packaging, is impeccable, you will probably sell a lot of your product. Just like Jeffrey, I guess.
How much is this?
$52 retail.
Open her app.
And we finally find out how much money Jeffree Star makes per palette.
Wow. Come on, let me get out the calculator. It's hard to say on one specific one. I'd have to do a little number work. Probably take $1 million or $2 million off of that for, like, cost of goods and all that.
Are you filming? Or if not, I could just...
I was kind of filming.
Shane just shit himself.
So this is how much you took home?
Yeah, I'd probably shave $1 million off of that, but yeah. Cheers.
Wait. Oh.
So Jeffree Star makes about $18 million per palette.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Okay, so we have a lot to live up to.
I'm assuming that that is the amount of money that Jeffree Star makes per palette, because Jeffrey said that he couldn't really put a number on a specific palette.
Oh, the packaging's great. Now listen, I will still commend you if you have a sickening design. So the owner of Too Faced and I are not friends. He called, him and his sister called my brand clown makeup.
So Jeffrey is just enemies with someone just because they called his makeup clown makeup. You're my mortal enemy now because you called my makeup clown makeup. I don't make clown makeup. I make amazing makeup. It's not clown makeup. I'm not a clown.
Here's an example, and this is on record, so this isn't me spilling the tea or anything.
And then Jeffrey proceeds to shade Too Faced makeup.
Nikki Tutorials collab with Too Faced. I hate that we're mentioning them again. It's a whole set.
Yes, in collaboration with Too Faced.
But she accepted a deal.
Let's start with what I'm most excited for, my palette.
So we learn about this tea with Nikki Tutorials that I'm just flabbergasted by.
Where they gave her a flat fee of $50,000, and that was it. She made no money from the palettes. The brand went on to sell over $10 million of product, and probably more than that. And she got just a little flat fee and some dirt, no residuals, nothing. And she didn't know.
I'm mostly flabbergasted that Nikki Tutorials was so uneducated about business that she would take that deal in the first place. It was obvious that she was being ripped off. Like, no shade to Nikki Tutorials. I'm not hating on Nikki Tutorials at all. I think she's really cool. I'm just saying that, I don't know, I guess maybe Nikki Tutorials knew that she was being ripped off. I'm not sure. I just don't really get why she took that deal. I feel like she probably knew that she was being ripped off. I feel like Nikki Tutorials probably knew that she was being ripped off. I feel like maybe Nikki Tutorials took that deal because maybe she was just so desperate to have a deal with her dream company. I'm not sure why Nikki Tutorials took that deal.
And when I kind of let that secret out, it turned really ugly online. So of course Too Faced hates me. But
Well, they should. But because you exposed
I
the fucking grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Exactly.
And it just concludes the row of my dream.
Then they do the math and they find out how much money allegedly that Nikki Tutorials made from her brand deal with Too Faced makeup.
0.005%.
Oh
That's what she got.
my god.
Allegedly.
Wait,
Then Shane finds out that he's basically been getting ripped off his whole life.
So you're actually getting $12 for that $20 shirt.
Didn't want to peer pressure you, but would love to have you as a merch client.
wait, what? $12 per shirt?
Yes,
For
it's
me?
actually.
I mean, look at it. Yeah, that's
This
crazy.
sucks.
I mean, this is good though.
I've been getting fucked.
Oh.
Thank you, I needed that. Seriously, because I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Why?
I've been getting fucked literally my whole life.
Same.
I know. Oh my god.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god.
I know.
What the? I'm like mad. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
like
could've
call
already-
a lot of
You
people.
could have already like bought like 2 houses. Night terror.
I feel so bad for Shane.
I mean, not to start spiraling, but like, I've been on YouTube for so long, and like, the amount of money all these young YouTubers are making right now. I'm so stupid.
No, don't feel stupid, Shane. It's going to be okay.
I've been on YouTube for so long, and I literally like.
Last year when we filmed first, I wanted to be like, hey, come do merch over here. Shane, who's doing your merch? Do you want a better price? Call
You.
me. But I felt weird, like, I didn't want you to ever feel, because it's how I feel. People just want to use and do this shit. Not that you view me like that, but like,
No,
these people do that shit to me,
I
and I'm
know.
like, girl.
I have to say that even though I don't know how I feel about Jeffree Star as a person, I feel like I am actually so happy that Shane has found someone like Jeffree Star to help Shane get the money that he deserves.
I feel like you've been down a crazy path, and I feel like once we've made some magic, like obviously we're gonna create until we want to die, but like from your own merch store and makeup, like you could retire.
I mean,
Yeah, it's insane. But you gotta make a hit product.
fuck.
So get in this chair.
let's do it. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it.
Well then, fuck it. You know what? Everything happens for a reason. This is happening for a reason. It's just time. Just like this is stupid. Why am-
You're stepping out. That's what's happening.
Shane is ascending. But I really don't want him to ever retire. Like, he could literally just transition to directing movies when he gets really old and he's sick of doing YouTube. Like, just direct movies, Shane. Like, but please stay in this industry in some way. At least write, like, or produce. Hopefully he keeps writing because he's so funny and he's such a great filmmaker. I want to see him stay in this industry. I think he could do so many great things.
Wait, so when you earlier you were talking percentages, you said, what did you say?
I was saying like 25 to 30. It would be probably the most percentage in the, what would you say, in the makeup industry? It's hard to say because we don't know everyone's figures,
right.
but it would be one at the top, which is what you deserve though. But you were king.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. This is like, I'm sorry. I've never, and I know it's because you're my friend and stuff, but I've never had, like, I literally, in my 12 years on YouTube, I've never had anybody say, you deserve that, or like, oh, we're gonna give.
Can you imagine how awfully all of these other YouTubers are being treated right now if Shane Dawson has never in his 12 years on YouTube had anyone say that he deserves this or he deserves that? Like, I mean, I just...
It's always the
And
worst.
I've been dealt the same cards, so I think it's like, it's cool that I was given the ability to do this too.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Aw, Shane's gonna cry.
It's just like
It's refreshing as hell. I mean, that's like my adjective for it. Sitting through a meeting like that is a one-time thing. I mean, I sat with in meetings with you and it's just the same thing. That's not how it works. That's not going to happen. Give you this percent. And I was coming back to the house and being like, yeah, I guess that's okay. And like, whatever. It was like the first time where it's like, wait a minute, that does kind of make sense. Which is really cool. That's why it's so nice to hear.
This is why it is so important to get a mentor in this world who knows business, who you can trust, who is not doing anything shady in business, like who is not a scam artist and not doing any white-collar crimes and not doing any fraud in business, because there are a lot of people out there like that. Poor Shane. Shane just realized that he has been trusting the wrong people in business to manage him who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It just feels like this is so funny. Having a breakdown.
In the women's bathroom.
I think that the power like doesn't kill and just does okay, whatever. Just the fact that somebody in the room said, "Geez, you deserve that," is like literally the coolest thing ever, and I'll never forget that. So, anyways, I'm gonna go pee. Tell Jeffrey I didn't die. I'm fine. I'm just having actual down. And hi, how are you?
And this amazing OG YouTuber, who should have way more money by now than he does, has basically been getting ripped off his whole life because he never had a good mentor who knows business to guide him on what deals he should take.
Oh my god, hi. What's happening?
It's like, it just feels, it looks so fake. It's so not fake. I've never, it's, I don't.
I mean, Jeffree Star might not be the best person in the whole world, but he knows business. And I'm just happy that Shane Dawson is finally getting the coin that he deserves.
And I got taken advantage of without knowing, and just so many people gave me shitty deals, and I thought that was normal, and it was so not normal and awful. You know what I mean? But I think everything fully happens for a reason, and life put us together, and we're just setting standards for the future, and for people that are gonna come after us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please click subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can get notified when I post a new video, and hit a thumbs up on this video. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.
The bedazzled branch bottle, sorry.
Hidden Valley sent that to me, and they used cheap China rhinestones and not Swarovski. I was honestly devastated.
Ranch is a really good shade name.
Yeah, you do ranch.
Ranch. Wow. Okay, hi Ranch.
Me at any restaurant.